The intoxication began at 10 p.m. before a magnificently decorated altar with eggs, cocoa beans, incense, paintings of saints, gladioli in the back house of Dona Eutisha, local medicine woman. She placed the mushrooms and blessed them with incense and prayers to Catholic saints. Senior Julian was there and fully participated in the ceremony, but did not ingest the mushrooms. Only I and Dona Eutisha took them. We ingested about 100 each, probably 10 or 20 times the regular dose, but I assured her that I was an experienced psychonaut and needed no less than, in Terence McKenna's words, a heroic dose. They were preserved in honey as no fresh ones were available, and Don Filogonio was busy because we couldn't find any in the mountains on Monday. We had 10 very sick Mexicans ready to take part in his 3-day velada and advised that I don't come because I was well and they might try and steal my energy. As there is a heat wave in Huautla and water is scarce and the ground needs plenty moisture to breed the fungus, I didn't eat that day, as the shrooms must be taken on an empty stomach. The locals and other villagers wished me well on my journey, and I had to pause inevitably at every photo and shrine of Mary or Christ and make the sign of the cross. This was no game, mind you. The mushrooms took their full effect some 1 hour later. All throughout the ritual, the shamaness prayed constantly, occasionally moving to other parts of the room to light a candle and repel bad spirits who wanted to interfere with our trip. I was immediately thrown into a magnificent trance, and the mushrooms communicated with me the essence of true power. That is energy, the God force that animates us and that can show us endless worlds for our vision. And then deep grief for the death of my grandmother and her ascension to heaven beside Santa Gloria, in which our prayers and intent facilitated through various dark bardo realms, intense tears that had been locked away for 1,000 centuries, the pain and suffering of the earth propelled through roots that shot magical medicine through my veins and expelled any bad elements that were in my body. More chanting to San Pedro and Senor San Pablo as we venerated those holy sages, and the purification continued occasionally, giving glimpses of ultimate power and perceptions that are so difficult to explain because our language has only evolved to explain what we can know and share agreement on, but a world in which I could perceive the clarity of edge, that is, enhanced edge detection, a world that was altogether familiar but locked away from my normal consciousness, the world of the ancient warrior, in tune with nature's forces, at times malevolent, at others so benevolent, you would be humbled and begging the Lord at your altar, and be totally convinced that there was no other activity more enjoyable and funny and deadly serious all at the same time than devoting your mind, body, and soul to the life force that sustains you, and to express in ultimate gratitude for the great privilege of being alive in this wonderful earth, in this wonderful time, and to alleviate the suffering of your friends and family, and to share in the joy and suffering of all of humanity. I am neither exaggerating or kidding. Not once did I throw up, but was mostly on my feet. The dogs and owls and other creatures of the night became demons that tried to distract us, but we took care of them, and they were silenced with one wave of the hand as the light flushed us and satiated them. Occasionally I had to laugh at the serious and God-fearing Julian, who was holding a gold candle the entire time with the most innocent expression on his face, and the flame of the candle almost reached a foot high. As I gazed and caressed its eternal brightness with my transfixed and startled eyes, and I reached out for it and held it in the heart of original time, and held it to the heavens. More and more energy was filling the room, and the prayers became faster and carried a certain tempo and rhythm, and the man who I knew as myself emerged, calm, lucid, focused with wondrous affection for a diminutive Doña Eutisha, who in her innocence gave constant offerings of San Pedro in my hand as we rubbed it over our bodies, and cocoa beans to cleanse ourselves of the past and to pray to the Spirit for the best future for ourselves and all sentient beings. The ceremony finished around 3:30 in the morning. By this time I was truly whacked, but with the clear sky full of stars, our ancestors whispering to us in emptiness of night told stories of beauty, and then I realised this is magic. This is real, and what is more, the majority of people have no idea that this even exists. It is not a drug, mind you. It is not bad. It is medicine. And what does medicine do? It heals. Does it make your ego look like the petty tyrant it really is? A big nothing. Let the mushrooms teach us the way of the Lord and lead us back to that great garden that is our only and only true home. Stop the wars, stop the drinking, stop the silly little arguments and intellectualizing, and let's all figure out together how to make peace and harmony with the universe, which is our birthright. We can all become warriors of the spirit. You just need to say yes to this moment, this life, and celebrate all its lessons.